Have you ever found yourself closing your eyes to sleep, but after a few hours still feel conscious enough that you check the time on your phone and realize that you still haven't slept a wink? Welcome to our channel. Well, in this video, we are going to know how stress can prevent our sleep, give you 10 tips on how to reduce stress so you can sleep well, and answer the question, does drinking alcohol reduce stress and help you sleep? Americans are more stressed than ever because of the division in politics, racial injustice, and the COVID-19 pandemic, along with their personal problems. Most people cannot paint the future anymore, and negative experiences cloud their thoughts for hope, especially if the source of their stressors is something not within their control. So, do you have something stressful that keeps you awake every night? It may be from the news that you watched, a family member who offended you, a boss who wrongly reprimanded you, a failing grade, a piling debt, or any other things that bother you. Let us know in the comment section down below. Imagine you wanted to transition into dreamland, but stress continues to hunt you down. And so by giving you helpful tips to prevent this, life becomes easier to bear. But before we dive into that, let us figure out how stress prevents us from sleeping. Your train of thought about certain problems can cause stress levels to increase. Thus, it will trigger the body's sympathetic nervous system to become very active and release the stress hormone cortisol, which can cause rapid and shallow breathing and make us active enough to not be ready to sleep. So what are the tips to reduce stress so you can fall asleep? Tip number 1. Set a regular circadian rhythm. Follow a strict sleeping schedule as much as possible by sleeping and waking up at the same time. In this way, you can prevent stress because you can have a sense of control and proper time management. Being consistent can also improve your sleep as it trains your body when to fall asleep and when to wake up. So the better your sleeping habits are, the higher the chance of your mood improving. Tip number 2. Schedule worry time. Who says scheduling a breakdown is a joke? In cognitive behavioral therapy, one of their strategies involves making a person designate a specific time to worry. In this way, people can identify the root cause of their stress and help them manage it before it gets out of control. After all, when you finish thinking about everything, it will help you not think about it later in the day and make falling asleep easier. Tip number 3. Journal your thoughts. Another thing you can do to fight those demons in your head is to learn to transfer those thoughts into the paper, as it helps you release the bottled up stress inside you and make your thoughts easier to understand and control. Tip number 4. Exercise in the morning. Morning exercises are said to relieve the stress that you feel at night. In fact, patients with generalized anxiety disorders or insomnia had better sleep when they did this. A very good example of a workout that relaxes you is doing yoga, as it aids in releasing physical blockages, promoting emotion or tension release, secretion of endorphins that make you feel good, and making you focus on the present moment. Tip number 5. Eat a healthy diet. Eating foods with high amounts of nutrients but low in calories and a balanced diet can improve your health by strengthening your immune system and giving you more energy to cope with stress. Eating vegetables and foods with polyunsaturated fat, including omega-3, are helpful for cortisol regulation so you feel less stressed. Tip number 6. Use meditation applications or podcasts with breathing exercises. Download a meditation application or stream a meditation podcast, especially with breathing exercises, as it calms you down. It also has a series of questions that makes you reflect on the problem, think about the solution, and encourage you to expect both the negative and positive results to slowly accept whatever happens in the future. Some applications available are Calm, Aura, 10% Happier, Core Meditation, Mindfulness, and Waking Up. But if you do not want to use an application, you can just simply turn on your favorite music that makes you happy and relax to turn off stress. Also, you can practice deep breathing on your own. The best method is the 4-7-8 breathing technique because it activates your parasympathetic nervous system, which can make your body more ready to sleep and has been proven to reduce insomnia, anxiety, or depressive symptoms. These are the following steps to do this method. The first step is to put your mouth shut and take a slow, deliberate inhalation via your nose for 4 seconds. The second step is to hold your breath for 7 seconds. The third step is to make a whoosh-like sound as you completely exhale through your mouth for 8 seconds. And the last step is to repeat these steps 4 times, or at least until you feel better. Tip number 7. Avoid drinking caffeine before going to bed. Your sleep may be disturbed because of caffeine intake because it is a stimulant that prevents you from falling asleep and may damage your body clock. Do not consume it earlier in the afternoon or evening, because one study revealed that having caffeine 6 hours before going to bed can decrease the overall sleep time by 1 hour. In addition, too much caffeine prevents the absorption of adenosine, which is the hormone responsible to calm the body. And afterward, it causes increased cortisol production, which can cause mood crashes and difficulty falling asleep. Tip number 8. Take a warm shower or a warm bath. Your body naturally drops its temperature by around a degree an hour before bed, which starts your sleep cycle. A warm bath makes your muscles relax, reduces your blood pressure, and increases your temperature. So when you get out of the bathroom, your body will cool down in the air, therefore mimicking the dropping in temperature that makes you sleepy. It can also ease your stress because taking a warm bath is giving you tranquility as you can temporarily disconnect from reality. Additionally, when you use comforting scents during your bath, it will make you more relaxed as it can stimulate positive thoughts. Tip number 9. Improve your sleep environment. To enhance your sleep, make sure that you are ready to sleep. Firstly, avoid exposing yourself to distractions or things that make you awake. For example, do not use any gadgets at least 30 minutes before sleeping, especially those with blue light that can affect the secretion of melatonin that disrupts your sleep. Also, you may find some bad news while you're scrolling through social media that may make you overthink more. If ever you find it hard to resist, make sure that you put them in a place that is not easy for you to reach. And instead of letting yourself fall asleep with gadgets, you can read actual books because it is a good distraction from your thoughts and can make you sleepy. Lastly, make sure that the room is dark, quiet, relaxing, and set at a temperature that you like. Tip number 10. Reach out to family, friends, or a medical professional. Be honest if you need extra help, especially if you already do all these things but it still won't work. The best solution is to let your loved ones help in comforting you or letting you release the stress. Accountability or social support works like a magic for making stress disappear as it makes you realize that you are not alone. But make sure that they are understanding, reliable, and trustworthy because you do not want them to become an additional stressor. Most importantly, if it is too severe or if your insomnia seems to get longer, this is the time to consult a medical professional to give you personalized advice or therapy to help you sleep. It is recommended because your difficulty in sleeping may be due to underlying health problems and not stress alone. Alcohol is a popular drink that is commonly associated with relieving stress and making people fall asleep easily. But is it true that drinking alcohol reduces stress and helps you sleep? But before we continue, if you like this video, smash that like button. And if you are still not following us, click the subscribe button and hit the notification bell to answer more questions like this. Yes, drinking alcohol indeed has a stress response dampening or SRD effect. But it depends because stress reduction only happens in some people under certain circumstances and further studies are still needed for confirmation. Meanwhile, drinking alcohol truly has the effect of making us sleepy because it is a central nervous system depressant. But this varies as every individual reacts differently to it. But just a warning that consuming alcohol, especially in excess, may cause lesser sleep quality and duration, as proven by those with alcohol use disorders who often have symptoms of insomnia. This is mainly because when the liver enzymes metabolize alcohol, sleep disruption happens. Stress is a common response to pressures in daily life, but it can turn unhealthy when it interferes with daily activities, especially sleep. That is why, to avoid its physiological and psychological consequences, it is important to practice stress-reducing techniques to increase the quality of your life. Now, get ready to knock down stress and experience that sweet good night's sleep. That's it for now. Stay happy, healthy, and fit. Just a friendly reminder that if these tips are not working for you, it is recommended to consult a professional doctor. And again, please don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and the notification bell to keep up with the latest trends and interesting information about health on the Progressive Health channel.